to the other side. All right, sorry. Okay, good morning, good morning. Oh, you're a little crooked. I can't reach. Okay, well, we're gonna have to work it out. So, good morning, welcome to Mornings with Ms.FitVegan. Ms.FitVegan is a little tired today, so what's new? I need to fix you, sorry. Just a little crooked. I gotta get this set up right. It won't adjust. Okay, we're gonna do what we have to do. Sorry about this. Not easy. So today we're going to make date cubes. But before we do that, good morning. I had a question yesterday. Somebody asked me, and thank you for sending in your questions. Do you have any tips? So this is actually LA Fash. Thank you, LA Fash. Do you have any tips on how to blend dates? Okay, if they are still not, if you're getting date chunks when finished, okay? So what speed are you blending at? Is it mostly high or does it vary? Great question. Okay, so for your dates, first of all, you need a high speed blender. I have a Vitamix. My Vitamix is the 5200 version or series, but I don't really recommend this blender. It's very old. You can get a newer one. Vitamix is like the best, I would say, but you don't need a Vitamix. I have a Ninja as well. I can't show you guys, it's pretty far, but I have a Ninja that works as well. The Vitamix is better. I would say if you're on a budget, get a Ninja, but make sure the Ninja has the plunger. It's not a plunger, but you know what I mean. It's gotta have that thing for you to make the dressings and the nice cream and thick smoothie bowls, okay? And to make, different things that are not high in liquid. So if your dates are not blending properly, it's one of two things. One, you don't have a high-speed blender, and that's okay. If you have a cheap blender, what you need to do is you gotta soak your dates, okay? Soak your dates at least for an hour, I would say. The longer, the better. If you're gonna soak them overnight, put them in the fridge, but then the dates get hard, so that doesn't really work. I would say from 1 to 4 hours, soak your dates. They will get much softer, leave it outside, and then you can blend with the date water too, which is awesome. And it's gonna be very sweet, obviously. That's what I would do if I didn't have a good blender. Now, I do have a good blender, thank God. I recommend the Vitamix, not sponsored. I've had this blender for like 8 years, maybe more. And they replaced the base once and replaced the canister twice. Okay, because it's such a good company. Highly recommend Vitamix. But Ninja works great and it's like a fourth of the price, okay? But Vitamixes have gone down in price for sure. So what speed am I blending on when I do the dates? Well, I'm gonna do that soon. I'm actually gonna show you guys how to make date cubes, and I'll tell you guys what that is in a minute. But for the dates in a smoothie or in my drink that I make every single morning, I personally, every day, put it on, make sure it's on low. Okay, start on low. Don't go straight to high because you're gonna burn out your motor, right? You're gonna go slowly to 10, then slowly, I'm still sleeping, guys, sorry. You're gonna go slowly to 10 and then to high for just a few seconds. You don't need much time with a Vitamix. Again, if you're having difficulty, deep hit your dates, soak them in water, and then blend them, and that's gonna really help, okay? Soak for at least an hour. I would soak it in water that you're going to drink, so filtered water, and make sure you pit it before, because I used to have a crappy blender a long time ago. I would soak my dates, forget to deep pit them, put the pits into the smoothie, and I've ruined a lot of smoothies like that in the beginning. And then you learn, you live and you learn, right? And so I don't recommend you blend on high for more than 30 seconds, okay? You're going to ruin your blender by doing that. And you're also going to oxidize your smoothie more, okay? You know, I see a lot of people over blending, and that's why their stuff doesn't taste good. So be careful there. All right. So I'm gonna have to lower myself because the camera is weird. So basically, we are going to make date cubes today. Why? What the hell are we doing? Okay. I run a healthy vegan support group. Okay, so last night I was telling my group, you know, we were sharing our trials and tribulations, our successes, our wins, our losses for the last week. And I was telling everyone that I have been eating dates again. Like I have dates in the house, and you know, I have to go food shopping. I just moved, so I haven't had a lot of time to go food shopping. I've got to get to the farms. I've got to get a lot of food in my house, but I don't have time, right? So I have, oh, my earring just fell. Interesting. Okay, so what a mess. So I have dates in my house, and they're delicious, obviously, right? It's very convenient and very delicious to just snack on dates all day, but it's really bad for your teeth. I personally don't feel good when I eat dates. It's bad for digestion. I don't think they're a health food. They're part of a healthy diet, but they're more like a condiment. You know what I mean? So I don't want to have dates in my house to eat, but I love dates in my smoothies. Okay, so what I decided to do was I decided to ask my group, hey, can you guys help me? What should I do? I want to put dates in my smoothies, but I don't want to eat dates anymore. I'm addicted. So my friend Nicole, who has a channel called Just the Plants Ma'am, shout out to Nicole. She gave me such good advice. She said, why don't you make date ice cubes? You store them in the freezer, and then every time you want to make a smoothie or a smoothie bowl or an ice cream or anything with dates, you put the ice cubes in the blender. I was like, that's fucking genius. So we're gonna make date cubes. I've never made these before, but here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna put all my dates in the blender. So let me grab my blender and let's make this happen. Okay. So, like I told you guys, I just moved into a new apartment. And I'm finding out, you know, if you've ever moved into a new place, you find out all the things that are wrong, right? Within your first week. It's been a few days. And I just discovered that my dishwasher sucks because it did not clean my blender properly. Lucky for me, I have another blender. But, you know, what if I didn't? Live TV. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna put all my dates into the blender. These are Deglet Noir. I think there's about probably 30 in here, right? I'm putting 30 dates into the blender, and then I'm gonna put in water. Okay, so I'm using Berkey water, filtered. You can use distilled water, spring water. If you have to use tap water, but I don't recommend it. I mean, listen, you need some type of filter. It's 2022. We know the water is like terrible, right? It's terrible. So I'm gonna put in just enough water to cover the dates. Mind you, I haven't done this before, so this should be interesting. Also, I'm half asleep too. So here we go. I'm gonna make date cubes. So I'm trying to make a date liquid. She said to not make it too thick or too thin, which makes sense, right? Because, you know, if it's too thick, it won't go into the ice cube tray. You won't be able to get it out. If it's too thin, it won't be good. Just cover the dates with water. That's what we're gonna do. See how it turns out. I need the little piece for here. Hold on. Where is this guy? How are you guys doing today? Oh, I found it. How's everybody doing? I saw we have some comments, so I need to look at those. I can't see, it's too far. But here we go. We're gonna blend our dates, and this is a great tip if you're like me and you can't control yourself and you can't have dates in the house. So here we go. We're gonna blend on low, turn it to high, and then on the maximum speed. Let me mute you guys. Mute. Okay. First of all, I want to read the comment, but I can't see it. I still don't know how to do this. Where's the comment? I don't want to get... I saw... Okay, never mind. I can't do that now. But love you guys. Thank you for commenting. Okay, so here we have our date water. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my ice cube tray. Okay, so I have my ice cube trays. I'm going to get rid of that. I guess the old person that lived here had ice cube trays, which is awesome because I didn't have these. Okay, and now I'm going to fill them up. Oh, no. Thank you for your patience. Whatever. So this is a great way to have dates in my smoothies and not in my house. Look at that. The reason I thought of this is because we were talking about our trigger foods, okay? Listen, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to get healthy, you're gonna need to get the food out of your house that does not serve you. So what is a trigger food? It's anything that you eat and afterwards you feel like shit. It's anything that you can't stop thinking about. It's anything that you cannot control your portions of. It's anything that does not serve your highest good, okay? Dates are one of my trigger foods. Yes, they're a healthy food, but they don't work for me. They don't serve me because I don't know when to stop eating them, okay? Almond butter's another one for me. Avocados are another one for me. Chocolate. I can't have these things in my house. I am a food addict. And the only way to get over an addiction and to not indulge in an addiction is to not have that food in your house. Take it from me. I have been raw vegan for over 10 years now, and I still have to make sure and don't have certain things in my house. Now, I have a roommate and she doesn't eat raw vegan, so there are chocolate vegan donuts in my house right now. And I personally don't have a problem with those. Yes, it's chocolate, but I don't see those as food. So that is not a trigger food for me. Even though it's chocolate, you know, the donut part, it's just, that's not food to me, right? Even though it's vegan, it just, I don't see it as food. But if it was raw vegan chocolate donuts, for sure, they would be a problem, okay? I just know myself. You've got to know yourself. You've got to know that if you're an alcoholic, you're not gonna keep alcohol in the house if it's your goal and priority to not be an alcoholic, right? It's my goal and priority to have good health, so I have to make sure that I don't have things in the house that are going to destroy my progress with my goals, right? Like, really important. We've got to stop being a victim here. So remember this, okay? If it's in your house, it's in your mouth. Until you break your addiction, you've got to keep it out of your house. I know you might live with people that don't have a food addiction, but if they love you and you express to them how important it is to not have that food in the house, they will comply. They will eat that food outside of the house. Okay, so I made my date cubes. I'm gonna put these in the freezer and I'm gonna show you guys tomorrow what they look like, and then I'm just gonna pop a few out when I want, put it in my smoothies or my smoothie bowls, and there we go. Wow, so cool, right? For now, I just have one tray because I'm gonna use the other tray for my breakfast. And can I adjust you guys? Oh no. Okay, I think that's okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna use the other half for my breakfast. Okay, this looks amazing, by the way. Like, do you even see what's going on in here? It's so good. So I'm gonna do my date paste or date syrup. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of green powder. Normally, I would also put in spinach or kale. I gotta go shopping today. You know, moving can be quite insane, and so we haven't been shopping, and I just ran out of food. Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 heaping tablespoons of my favorite green powder, which is Daily Green Boost. You don't have to use this one. You don't even have to use a green powder. Just put something green in this drink because that's the point of it. You wanna have greens first thing in the morning. Greens are I think it's the most important thing that you can consume Fruits are the base of my diet, but greens are super important for minerals, okay? We need greens to thrive and live and have energy and have good health. So I use Daily Green Boost in like times like this when I can't have fresh greens, but I also add it to my smoothie every day with the fresh greens. So I really like that. And then I'm gonna also put in some mint. Sometimes I put in cinnamon or different things, but I have some fresh mint here. So let me put in 2 things of fresh mint, okay? And I'm gonna put in water. All right, I have at least 32 ounces of water in this. This is my drink that I like to have every morning. It's kind of like my coffee, you know? I used to drink coffee, and you know, we all know that that is extremely bad for us. So, you know, we don't want to have health problems. Listen, a lot of times we're causing our own health problems, right? Don't let the things that you eat cause your health problems. Sorry, I keep touching my hair, but I should have combed it. 99% of your health issues are because of what you eat. And maybe 1% is because of your environment or your genetics, but 99%, that's a huge percentile, okay? I'm just gonna blend this real quick, and then I wanna talk today about the 3 things that you need to succeed at anything in life. So let me blend this. I just wanna mute you guys again. Don't want you to have to hear the blender. Unmute. All right. So that was about 30 seconds. And here we go. It's so delicious, so yummy. And yes, you can also use hot water, and this would make it taste like a matcha latte, I think, kind of. I actually have a great recipe in my free book if you want to download it, 100freerecipes.com. It's called a date ginger latte, and all it is dates, ginger, you can do powdered or fresh, cinnamon, hot water. You put the hot water in the blender, blend it for a few seconds. It comes out. It is so good. It makes your whole house smell amazing, and I highly recommend it. So there's gonna be my pre-breakfast. Oh my God, so good. That's really good. Okay, let me adjust you for the last time. And then my dream is to set up my area over there so that I can make my food and then go over there to my couch, like den area, and talk to you guys while we eat breakfast together. That's my dream. So hopefully I can make that happen very soon. Okay, like in the next week. So first of all, I want to ask you a question. Good morning, thanks for being here. If today was your last day, would you be happy with it? Okay, I want you to ask yourself this every single morning, because today could be your last day. We absolutely never, ever, ever know. We're never gonna know when it's our last day. Yeah, you could be old, you could be 101, you could make it, you could, but you could not also. We don't know. We really don't know. If today was your last day, would you be happy with it? Do something today that would make it okay. That would make it okay for you to be satisfied with today being your last day. Maybe you're gonna call somebody you love that you haven't talked to in a while. Maybe you're going to start that project or work on that thing that you've been dreaming about, that book, or you're going to write the menu to your restaurant today that you wanna open in the future. I don't know what it is, but let's get started, because today could be your last day. And just let that sink in. And one day it will be your last day, guaranteed. So what I wanted to tell you guys is the 3 things that we need to cultivate, or 3 characteristics that we need to have to be successful at anything. Number 1 is delusion. We need to be delusional, okay? We need to be delusional, because there will be no proof. There will be no proof that you will succeed. Let's take losing weight, for example, okay? Say you want to get healthy, you want to start exercising, and you want to start eating healthy, and lose weight and get the body of your dreams, right? Like, who doesn't want to be confident and have the body of their dreams? Everyone, right? I don't know one person that doesn't want the body of their dreams or the health of their dreams or the skin of their dreams or everything, right? I don't know one person that, you know, body positivity is great, but nobody wants to be overweight. Like, nobody in the world. Like Lizzo, she looks amazing. She is amazing. I guarantee you she's not comfortable in her own body. It's not comfortable to be overweight. And I love her and I'm a big fan, but let's just be real here, guys. I've been overweight, and if you've been overweight too, or if you are overweight, you know that you can have all the positivity in the world. It's not comfortable. It's very uncomfortable physically, okay? So you have to be delusional to be successful, because you're gonna have to believe that you can be successful without seeing results. The difference between people that become successful or succeed at anything in life and the people that don't, all right? The people that are successful are delusional. They keep going even though they do not see results. You are not going to see results right away. That is not how it works. So good. You're gonna have to be delusional. You're gonna have to believe that it's possible for you, and that's delusional. And that's why most people don't succeed, because we've been told to be realistic. Oh no, you can't do that. You're too old, you're too young, you're too big, you're too small, you're too whatever it is, right? You don't have enough credentials, you didn't go to school for that, you don't know, you know, your whole family's overweight, you have fat genes. Please, it's all a lie. It's a lie. You're gonna have to be delusional in order to be successful. So that's number one. Be delusional. Start to realize that you are unlimited in your potential. You can do anything you want. You can achieve anything you want. Number two, you have to be persistent. If you just keep, and you probably know this, right? Think of something that you've wanted to succeed at and you kept trying and trying and trying and you kept giving up. Well, you were not successful. You're gonna have to stop stopping yourself. You're gonna have to stop giving up on yourself. You're going to have to keep going, okay? Persistence means same thing like delusional, right? You just keep at it even though you don't see results. Like, let me give you an example. My YouTube channel, okay? I've been doing this for 5 years now, okay? I don't make any money on YouTube. I don't have a lot of followers. I have like a few videos that went viral. That doesn't even matter, okay? It doesn't matter. I have to keep going, because what happens is you go, you show up, 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 you show up tired, you show up annoyed, you show up angry, you show up upset, you show up happy, you show up sad, you show up when you're sick, you show up when you're not sick, you show up when you're stressed, you show up when you're busy, you show up when you're depressed. You keep showing up and eventually you succeed. That's the secret to life. That's the secret to health. That's the secret to weight loss. You show up. You do the exercise every day, whether you feel like it or not, especially if you don't feel like it. If you don't feel like working out today, write a comment below. I don't feel like working out today, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't feel like working out today. As soon as I end this live, I'm going to work out, because I wanna get fit. I have a goal. I don't ever wanna gain weight again. I wanna feel good. I know that working out energizes me. Okay, you're gonna have to realize that your emotions are ruining your life. You cannot follow your emotions. They will destroy your life. They will keep you from succeeding, and they will make sure that you stay miserable, okay? You're gonna have to do it anyway. So persistence is number two. And number three, the number three thing you need, the number three habit or character trait that you need to be successful is gratitude. You cannot attract more things to be grateful for in your life if you're not grateful for what you already have. So what I recommend is every single day, first thing is you write a list of all the things you're grateful for, okay? So I like to write 10 things every single morning. If you can't think of 10, write a list of 5. Write a list of one thing, I don't care, but start your day in a state of gratitude. I also like to listen to positive audio as soon as I wake up. So you can set your alarm to be an audio from like Les Brown or You know, I like Jocko or David Goggins, or I like Jim Rohn or Zig Ziglar. There's so many amazing people. Eric Thomas is one of my mentors, E.T. the hip hop preacher. You're gonna have to start your day feeling grateful, because otherwise the vibration is going to be negative. You can't put out two vibrations at the same time, right? So it's positive or negative. If you're not in a state of gratitude, you're in a state of negativity. Whenever we've been happy, we've been grateful, okay? So I hope that helped you a little bit today. I definitely didn't want to show up for you today. I didn't want to do this. Not every day do I want to do this. That's the thing that people need to understand. Not every day are you going to look your best, be your best, feel your best, but you just show up anyway. And all the successful people that you love, they showed up anyway. Think of, I'm not comparing myself, but think of Michael Jordan. He played one of his best games with the fucking flu, which it wasn't the flu. They call it the flu game, but it was actually food poisoning. Go vegan. He ate like pizza, I think, the night before the game, and he had really bad food poisoning all night. He showed up, he played one of his best games ever during like a very, very important series, and now it's history, right? Even though they call it the flu game, it's not. It was the you should have gone vegan game. But anyway, I digress. I didn't feel good today. I didn't look good. I wasn't ready, and I showed up anyway because I know this is the only way I'm gonna succeed. This is the only way. I want to reach 10,000 people a month. That's my goal. I want to reach 10,000 new people a month and inspire them to eat healthier, stop eating dead animal body parts, and to eat more fruit, okay? Instead of candy, cookies, brownies, soda, all the stuff that we think we love, but we actually hate because it makes us feel like shit, right? So I thank you guys for watching. I thank you for being here. And this Mornings with Ms.FitVegan will evolve. I will get it together one day, hopefully soon. My goal is to make food, make breakfast, maybe together. And then I have a little nook area over here that I want to, like, you know, transform into a beautiful place with, like, you know, plants and stuff, and a nice place to sit so that we can sit and eat and talk. And I can maybe inspire you or remind you about some things you already know, but just need to remember today, okay? So remember, you're going to need to cultivate delusion, okay? Persistence and gratitude in order to succeed. Get delusional, get unrealistic. If you're realistic, you're going to die with your dreams still inside of you. Why are you here, and what do you want to do? It's not just going to happen by accident. You're going to make it happen. And the best way to do that is to have energy. The best way to have energy is to eat healthy, okay? So if you want to stay cute, you already know, eat some fruit. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. And tomorrow I'll show you how those date cubes came out. What an amazing idea. Thank you so much, Nicole. My friend Jessica also recommended something amazing. She said to make date syrup with them. And I was like, oh, that's genius too. But I know myself, and I feel like I'll be like drinking the date syrup. Anybody else? Anybody else do that? I mean, I drink maple syrup like it's a flask, so we can't really have maple syrup in the house. But that's how you know you're addicted to that food. That's how you know it's not a health food. If you can be addicted to something, it's not healthy. Dates in large quantities are not healthy, okay? I don't know one person that's addicted to apples. I don't know one person. Yeah, you may love apples, you may love mangoes, you may love watermelon, but it's not ruining your teeth or your health or your life, right? Chocolate, soda, alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, these things can ruin your life, ruin your health. Trust me, I know. I was addicted to dates for many, many years, and I thought it was a health food. Dates are not a health food. They're a nice condiment to a healthy vegan diet, but don't eat them like a health food. I have a video. If you just type in Ms.FitVegan teeth, Ms.FitVegan teeth, you can find out everything that I went through with eating an abundance of dates every day for 6 years, during the first 6 years of my raw vegan journey. So anyway, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye. I'm trying to see the comment. I can't see it. Why doesn't YouTube let me see it? All right. Love you guys. Bye.